What is going on, guys? My name is The Rose, and tonight I am going over the Nintendo Direct live stream, live reactions. It looks like they started right on time. I'm a couple minutes late. Let me hop into the Discord here.
Figure or the new Goomba and Koopa Troopa figures to get 2 additional stamp sheets that offer up items in both modes of the game. The more stamps you have, the more equipment and items you'll earn. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga plus Bowser's Minions lasts its way to Nintendo 3DS systems October 6th.
That's pretty cool.
The new Goomba and Koopa Troopa
Mario Luigi Superstar Saga and another game
Kirby is about to enter a tournament
along with that stuff. That's pretty cool.
Himself.
New Kirby game? What do we got here?
Kirby Battle Royale offers a variety of ways to fight. In Battle Arena mode, everyone battles until the last Kirby standing wins. In Ore Express mode, you hoard treasure until the fastest Kirby wins. And he's just getting started. Fight to the best of your abilities and prove you're the one Kirby to rule them all. There's a single-player story mode too, not to mention regional online battles.
I'll hang out in the Q&A section on Discord.
Kirby Battle Royale will fight its way here.
Hello.
2018. By the way, we're holding a poll to celebrate Kirby's 25th anniversary and to crown the world's favorite copy ability. If you're interested, head to kirby.nintendo.com/poll for more details. If you missed out on the original Yokai Watch game, you passed up one of the biggest smash hits in Japan of the last 10 years. But now's a great chance to jump into the series with the ultimate version of Yokai Watch 2, including all new content and features. If you already own a version of Yokai Watch 2, you'll be able to download a free Oni Evolution software update tomorrow.
Man, they're just rapid firing this stuff, man. This is nuts. This is the third game they're already talking about already. They must have a lot to get through if they're just going to rifle through this stuff.
You can pick up where you left off when the ultimate entry in the series, Yokai Watch 2 Psychic Spectres, launches September 29th.
Yeah, it's my birthday, Yokai Watch 2. I'm not really into that.
Catriel Layton, daughter of the famous Professor Layton, is on the case. And luckily, some things run in the family. In the 7th main installment of the Layton series. Search for clues.
This is another Ace Attorney-esque game, it looks like.
Solve puzzles, and hopefully save the day. Try on an exclusive Flora costume, only available in the Nintendo 3DS version of the game. And be there the day she opens her detective agency. Layton's Mystery Journey, Catriel and the Millionaire's Conspiracy launches on Nintendo 3DS October 6th.
A lot of stuff coming out October 6th, it seems.
Nintendo fans will have another way to play Minecraft.
Boo. So sick of this game already.
Playing survival or creative modes. Use the included 5 skin packs.
I may be joined by other Black Sakura members too, just so you guys know. And at the end of this show, I'm going to talk a little bit about the Switch and my impressions of it so far. Games I'm interested in getting this year and next year and whatnot.
Minecraft New Nintendo 3DS Edition will be released today on Nintendo eShop, right after this presentation. The packaged version will launch at a later date.
They're just rifling through what they're going to go over.
For years,
they're going to go over this stuff again. I have a feeling.
Ever since the original launch on Nintendo 64, we partied like it was 1999.
Oh, Twitch worked on my TV. How about that?
And now, the best mini games from all 10 home console titles are going portable on Nintendo 3DS. We've curated the top 100 mini games, the most ever in a single Mario Party title, to create the best one yet. The game supports download play for up to 4 people. So with just one game card, any of your friends with a Nintendo 3DS family system can join in too. Take a tour through all the mischief, magic, and memories the series has to offer when Mario Party The Top 100 launches on Nintendo 3DS November 10th.
I understand why they wouldn't put that on the Switch, but I mean, why wouldn't they?
Finally arrives on Nintendo 3DS. And everyone, from Metroid fans to Super Smash Bros. Fans, should take notice. This meticulously crafted side-scrolling adventure contains immersive 3D visuals, atmospheric exploration-based gameplay, versatile weaponry, powerful new abilities, and some truly wicked bosses. Who or what will you encounter on this deadly planet? Vengeance has a name.
Not really a Metroid fan at all, but this looks pretty cool.
Samus Returns is scheduled for launch September 15th.
That comes out this Friday.
Atlus always has something good in the works for RPG fans. 9 characters' paths will converge and be Alliance Alive in an all-new old-school RPG from Atlus, heading to Nintendo 3DS systems in early 2018. We can also confirm that the handheld will play home to Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey Redux, with all of its new content and enhanced graphics. Another Nintendo DS cult classic has set its sights on Nintendo 3DS systems in the form of Radiant Historia: Perfect Chronology. The gorgeous launch edition will include a collector's box with an art book and decal sheet. While you're at it, don't forget to check Nintendo eShop for something else that releases today. The new Etrian Odyssey 5 Beyond the Myth demo.
I always pronounce the Etrian Odyssey. So it's Etrian Odyssey.
Two new titles from
Etrian
beloved
Odyssey,
series are almost here. Uncover the mysterious origin of everyone's favorite lawyer, an Apollo Justice Ace Attorney. And soon, the bond
Fire
between
Emblem
heroes
Warriors,
decide their
baby.
fates in Fire Emblem
That's what
Warriors.
I'm talking about.
Check this out real quick. You're looking at the new orange and white edition of the new Nintendo 2DS XL, and it'll be here before you know it on October 6th.
Why?
That's all for today's Nintendo 3DS headlines.
Those were all 3DS games
Let's move on to Nintendo Switch.
that they were just talking about?
Kicking things off with
Wow,
the
that's a lot for the 3DS.
title, Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Please take a look.
This is supposed to go over Switch stuff too, which is the main reason I'm doing this.
This is All-Rest, a world covered in a sea of clouds.
Usually helps if I post the link in my Discord chat, doesn't it?
Live in this cloud sea, and the people have built their countries and lives on top of these creatures. In the middle of this world stands the World Tree, and it's said that at the top of it lies Elysium, an idyllic land of plenty.
I'm going to put you guys down for a second. I just want to take a drink.
Many great powers rule over regions of All-Rest. The Kingdom of Uriah is one of them, its territory contained within their titan. The Urians deeply respect nature, boasting advanced biotechnology.
For now, we should keep our troops mobilized while we monitor the situation.
Hey, Sek is here. What's up,
Their
brother?
rival, the militaristic Empire,
Don't mind me why I'm in Q&A section. I just clicked on a random channel because I was running a minute or two late.
They bring heavy armaments to bear as they annex other lands in a bid to save their own from ruin and depletion.
Dude, they showed the headlines for a lot of 3DS games already, man. I thought the 3DS was going to die out soon, but they're releasing a lot of stuff. I mean, some of it's pretty cool, some of it's kind of dumb, in my opinion. Like, they took the Mario Party games, they took the top 10 mini-games from each of the 10 games and compiled them into a 3DS game called the Mario Party Top 100. Where it's no party, just minigames. So, I can see that as a good time killer, but nothing else.
Yeah.
A shrewd consortium of traders,
They showed Metroid, though, coming out this Friday. Looks pretty fucking cool.
Relations between other nations and exploiting.
Yeah, I wish I had a 3DS.
I'm not a Metroid fan, but shit, if I still had my 3DS, I'd probably play it.
Carrying out secret operations under the Cloud Sea to achieve their mysterious goals. If
What
all
is
are,
this? Fire
this
Emblem?
world will fall into turmoil over efforts to find the legendary
no, that's
blade,
simple.
the Aegis.
That is precisely the kind of scenario that I mean to prevent.
Hand her over to Agrona. The Aegis must be destroyed. Then I shall Aegis too and make mountains of cash. I'm guessing your goal is Elysium.
That is our dream!
Who will find the Aegis? Who will make it to Elysium? Only time will tell.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That's pretty cool. They showed more on that finally since it's been announced a year ago.
Welcome to All-Rest, the world of Xenoblade Chronicles 2. My name is Azota. Oh yes, that's me, right there. I may be relatively small, but I am also a Titan.
Like a flying island type ship thing?
Is the protagonist of our story, Rex, who lives on my planet.
Rex?
I suppose you could say I'm his landlord. And his guardian, too. He refers to me as Gramps. You may call me the same. Rex used to work as a salvager, scavenging useful resources from beneath the cloud sea. Until one day he met a girl named Pyra, and the two set off on a quest to deliver her safely to Elysium. Can you believe he accepted such a lofty job just to impress the girl? Oh yes, and this is also me. Utterly adorable, if I do say so myself.
World of
In
Titans.
Xenoblade Chronicles 2, you too will embark on a journey across the Titan space. Each Titan fosters a unique scenery, very different from its neighbors. Some have big open fields, while others boast huge caverns set deep within the Titan's own body. Remember, we Titans are living beings, each with our own quirks, which you must learn to navigate.
And I don't know what's with the voice narrator in this direct. Normally they have like one of the Nintendo of America reps speaking.
It's sadly inevitable that we butt heads from time to time.
But I tell you what, this direct is going to be longer than the E3 one, so they got a lot of shit they're going to show off today.
When drivers do battle, their weapons and powers are granted to them by blades, such as Pyra, for example. Up to 3 drivers and 3 blades can work together at any one time. As you continue attacking with your normal weapons, you constantly work toward charging up your driver arts. These special abilities run the gamut, with some allowing you to inflict extra damage depending on your positioning, while other, more arcane arts can cause...
Sounds like they made the gameplay a lot more confusing compared to the first one.
Watch closely the tide of battle to know when best to deploy them. Blades also support their trusted drivers by using blade arts to increase the power of their attacks, their accuracy, and the like. That way, the drivers can focus on playing a more active role on the battlefield. Just wait till you encounter some tougher opposition. Things won't always go your way, so it's important to learn the benefits of switching blades. By using items called core crystals, drivers can awaken new blades. This is known as resonance. You aren't limited to just one. A single driver can bond with multiple blades. The weapons and arts available to you depend on the blades with which you bond. And you never know what kind of blade you'll get until you awaken them. Sometimes you may muster up some very special ones. Looks like you hit the jackpot this time. You can pick up to 3 blades in the battle with you. With each blade being either an attacker type, defender type, or a healer type, it's important to switch blades and tactics in step with your situation.
They really could have left a lot of this information out. This is like in-game tutorial stuff, and obviously the game's not out yet. They could have moved on to the next game by now.
You should always stay abreast of the blades your party members are using, and strategize accordingly. By using your arts, you'll fill up your blade's special gauge. When you finally activate one of these specials, the driver will return the weapon to its blade owner, enabling the blade to deliver a devastating attack. Blade specials have 4 levels of intensity, and I must say, levels 3 and 4 are a bit too wild for my taste. So, what do you think? You're still a bit...
I think it's time to show the next game already. That's what I think.
There is much more to learn, but consider this a sneak peek. You can combine arts into something more, and really turn the tide. And now, it's past my bedtime. Your journey through the clouds begins when Xenoblade Chronicles 2 launches on Nintendo Switch, December the 1st. The world of all
right before Christmas.
Alongside the regular version, we will be offering a special edition, including a sound selection CD, a special metal game
Ooh, I like
and a
OSTs.
220-page hardbound art book.
I like art
You
books
can
too.
also look forward to the release of a Xenoblade Chronicles 2 themed Nintendo Switch Pro controller.
We will not be
sold
buying that.
separately. Speaking of Nintendo Switch, we have some more headlines for you.
I sure hope so.
Splatoon 2 is one happening game. Backed by popular demand, it's Kelp Dome. Now with some fresh twists, like extra grates to slip through, and a bit of added turf on each side for your aching pleasure. Watch out though, shooting up and down through those graded platforms get pretty crazy. Now for something new, Snapper Canal. In this stage, a river is running right down the middle. The key to victory? Figuring out how to break into the central area and then push through the other team's base. Also, we're introducing a new Brella weapon, called the Tentabrella. It's sort of like a regular umbrella, except, whoa, that's huge. It kind of looks like a big camping tent, capable of guarding over a large area. The Kelp Dome stage we showed earlier will be available to play Friday evening. We're planning even more weapons and stages for future releases, so Splatoon 2 should stay fresh for a long time. Warriors from across the Fire Emblem series have been summoned to stop.
This is what I want to see. I want to see them go a little in depth with this game.
Each one will face armies 1,000 strong by unleashing devastating attacks. As their stories unfold, new combinations of characters will mingle and bond on the battlefield of Fire Emblem Warriors. And now, a beloved warrior is joining the cause. It's Lyn, hailing
Yes.
from Fire Emblem on Game Boy Advance. Lindis of the Lorca lends us her steel. Keep your eyes on the horizon, soldier. A new trailer launches today.
Nice.
If you think I can't hold my own, you're sorely mistaken.
Hey, that's Wendy Lee.
Fire Emblem Warriors
Cool.
launches October 20th alongside the special edition, which includes the game, a premium character card set with flip case, a double-sided poster, and a 3 CD music set. Separate.
Dude, I'd like to get that collector's edition, but that ain't happening.
Same day. The action puzzle game that lets you snip and clip your friends is getting reams of new content.
Oh,
on Nintendo
screw
eShop
this
and
game.
in stores. Snipper Clips Plus, cut it out together. A new expanded version of the game that packs in all the paper antics of the original, plus more than 30 new stages, including a world based on comic books, and a toy box world too. Oh, and get this. A new feature lets you replay all the original stages in a brand new way. You start with one of many random body shapes that will require some hilarious new approaches. So fans of this cult hit and newcomers alike can enjoy all of this new content with friends and family.
Slipper Clips
Plus,
Basketball.
Cut It Out Together launches November 10th.
They're selling that as a whole standalone game?
This will be available for current
Are you serious?
to purchase as DLC in Nintendo eShop.
Wow, that is...
You've never
That
seen a
is
shooter
ass.
like this before. Change your size to change your powers in Morphe's Law, a local and online team-based multiplayer shooter coming to Nintendo Switch. With teams of shape-shifting robots, this is no ordinary shooter. Hitting a Morphe's body part will make it shrink, and make the same body part of that shooter grow. As the size of each body part changes, your abilities will change too, forcing you to change tactics as well. Example, larger legs will improve your jumping game, and your hand size changes
This
the way
looks
you use your
ridiculous and
grappling hook.
retarded.
Clever players might even transform their allies on purpose. Your team's avatar is only as big as your team members combined, so keep it safe. The team with the tallest avatar wins the round. Morphe's Law launches first on Nintendo Switch as a console exclusive in winter 2017. If you kept up with the news from E3 2017, then you probably heard that...
Not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna get the Switch version of this too,
new
just for the
version
hell of it.
The rocket-powered sports game will include all the modes fans have come to
Oh,
expect.
blew his
along
ass
with
up.
some new Nintendo Switch exclusives, like Mario and Luigi Toppers, and the first ever Nintendo-themed battle cards, along with the new addition of local wireless multiplayer. Check out Samus's Gunship, with its Wave Beam Boost, followed by the Mario and Luigi NSR, and its Super Star Boost. Just pick the blue team.
Not gonna lie, this would be fun to play like on handheld when you're like
To rep your love for
out
Nintendo,
somewhere.
You'll first have to earn these sweet wheels in the game. You'll have your chance to
And because I
lock in
never
matches
actually
on
bought
Nintendo
Rocket League
Switch
because I
this
got it
holiday
for free
season.
when it came out, I would definitely buy it. For sure.
Arena of Valor is a multiplayer online battle arena game designed by the experts at Tencent Games. Explore and
Oh,
command
it's a
roster
MOBA.
of over
Skip.
35 fearless heroes, with roles including tanks, assassins, mages, support, warriors, and marksmen. Build the ultimate team with your friends to crush your opponents in real-time online battles. First blood, double kill, triple kill, and all the features MOBA fans know and love will be included. Discover and dominate all the gameplay modes, including 5v5, 3v3, 1v1, and a unique Hook Wars mode that will challenge your skills and prove your valor as a true champion. Draw first blood, carry your team to the finish line, and become a legend in the arena. Arena of Valor beta test version will be available for free this winter. Live another life in another world in this timeless epic coming to Nintendo Switch. Winner of more than 200 Game of the Year awards, Bethesda Game Studios' open world adventure, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, where you can virtually
Not the
anything,
remastered
do
version.
anything, can now be played anywhere. The ancient evil of dragons threatens the future of Skyrim. As the prophesized Dragonborn, you are the only one who can stand against them. The type of hero you will become depends on the skills you choose to hone, from archery to crafting to destruction magic and more. Your choice of skill can dramatically impact your adventure. So even if you've played Skyrim before, you can create a new character with a new path. So steel yourself like a true hero of legend.
Because that's an interesting reason for people to buy the game
And the
again.
Master Sword can be acquired by tapping a compatible Legend of Zelda character amiibo figure. Or, you can always seek out these treasures as you explore the vast world. This version of the game launches exclusively on Nintendo Switch November 17th, in Europe and the Americas.
Pass.
Bethesda Softworks is bringing two iconic first-person shooters to Nintendo Switch. id Software, the studio that pioneered the genre, is bringing the critically acclaimed Doom to your TV and anywhere you want to be. Slay hordes
That
of
game
demons
pissed
with
me off.
devastating guns in single
Good
player
game.
and crush your friends
Glitchy
in
as
online
hell.
multiplayer
Pissed
when
me
Doom
off.
tears onto Nintendo Switch this holiday. Machine Games' Wolfenstein 2 sends you on a mission to liberate a Nazi-controlled America. Only you have the guts, guns, and gumption to spark the Second American
But honestly,
Revolution.
I'm surprised a game like this is going
Wolfenstein
on
2,
the
the
Switch.
new Colossus, launches on Nintendo Switch. in
It's coming
2018.
out on the PS4 and Xbox One next month. Then the Switch
Wolf
gets
Wars
it like
is
4
rolling out
months
a
later.
New update, and it's packing a new online battle mode, Class Matches. This mode has its own leaderboards, encouraging you to try and move up to the next class. It also introduces a red-hot new stage surrounded by bubbling magma. In the Red Colosseum, panels are plagued by flames, and if you accidentally touch them, your character will become harder to control. Some other new mechanics are being added too, like spinners that flip over panels. The new update will usher in local wireless play as well, so friends can get together and play together on their own Nintendo Switch consoles. Flip Wars is available now, and
Nope.
this new update will be free for owners of the game on Nintendo eShop.
I should hope it would be free.
Alright, game fans, it's quiz time. Recognize this arcade cabinet? It certainly has been a while, but finally, after
Dr.
many
Mario-
years,
Oh, no, it's
our
Mario
arcade
Bros.
titles are making a return.
About
And the
time.
first one is Mario Brothers. By sharing your Joy-Con, you can run, jump, and cooperate to win. Notice the little visual details from the arcade version. Other arcade classics are on the way too, including Versus Super Mario Brothers, Versus Balloon Fight, Versus Ice Climber, Versus Pinball,
Wow,
versus
that's going
Cuckoo
way
Land,
back.
and
Pinball.
more. These arcade games will contain other
Punch
subtle
Out.
differences you can't find in their NES counterparts. See if you can spot them. Arcade Archives Mario Brothers is coming down the pipe September 27th.
Nice. Not bad.
Real quick, some news for Zelda fans. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Champions Amiibo figures will release on November 10th. They'll summon materials and weapons, but unlike other Amiibo, they'll conjure up headgear based on the champion's divine beasts. They have functional purposes as well, and we'll have more info soon. Whether you compete in a court or a ring, there's no shortage of great sports games for Nintendo
Ooh,
Switch
arms
this
update.
year. With big gameplay improvements and stunning graphics, NBA 2K18 will have the Nintendo Switch lineup shook when it launches on September 15th in Nintendo eShop, and in retail October 17th. Fans of sports entertainment should also
Seth
note that
Rollins.
WWE 2K18 is coming soon as well. EA Sports FIFA 18 is the most immersive, social, and authentic soccer game out there. Take the world's game on the go and play anywhere with anyone when FIFA 18 launches on September 29th. The premier Pokemon fighting game brings multiplayer battle action to Nintendo Switch next week.
Honestly,
And the
I'm
demo version is
interested in this
available
game
right
again,
now.
but I
Give it a
don't
try in
see
anticipation of the game's launch.
enough
More
in
Nintendo Switch
Pokemon
headlines are on
Tournament
the way.
DX to make me want to
But
buy
here's
that game
a
again.
video of our third spotlight
Just
title,
because it added a few
brand
more
new RPG in
Pokemon,
development at Square
better
Enix.
graphics.
It also happens to
That's
be a
pretty
Nintendo
much it.
Switch exclusive. Please take a look.
I don't feel like spending $60 on that game again.
In the faraway land of Orstera, 8 travelers venture forth. Step into their shoes and explore the realm as you see fit. 8 brave souls, each with a unique talent. 8 lands, 8 stories to be told. So tell me, friend, what path will you tread? Embark on an adventure all your own. Project Octopath Traveler.
Is that some kind of spiritual
The producers
successor
of
to
Bravely Default at Square Enix bring us a new fantasy world brought to life through a mix of CG, pixel art,
Yeah,
and visual
definitely
wizardry
is.
that the developers have termed HD 2D.
Interested?
Begin your journey as one of 8 protagonists, each with their own origin, talents, and goals. Where will your journey begin? Who will you team up with, and where will you go next? All these decisions and more are completely up to you, the player. Each character has his or her own path action that can be used to interact with the people they encounter in a distinct way.
Well, if you want to play as all 8 characters in the game to get the full amount of the story out of it,
For example,
I guess that's
the
a good way
warrior
to go about it.
Olberic can challenge almost anyone to a duel. With one such duel, he could expose an evildoer and bring them to justice, or force someone in his way out of the way.
On your guard.
The dancer, Primrose, on the other hand, can allure others into following her. With this power, she could track down a missing person and bring them back, or lure her enemies into a trap. She can even summon an allured character to help her in battle. Essentially, each character has their own way of achieving their objectives. The developers aim to give players the freedom to choose their own paths and immerse themselves in a deep story through true role-playing. But what about combat? In this game, battles are a fusion of simple pick-up-and-play, turn-based battles, and all new mechanics. One such mechanic is the boost system, which allows you to accumulate boost points with each turn you take in battle. You can then spend them to dramatically increase the strength of your attacks and abilities. Or use
Wasn't
it
that
to
in
chain
Bravely
attack.
Default already?
Try targeting an enemy's weak point to break its guard, then deliver powerful blows while it's weakened.
Chain attacks, those are pretty cool.
Or, if an ally's in trouble, use it to get them right back into fighting shape. Identifying the right time to boost may just be the key to victory.
Oh damn, you can heal with boosts now.
There's
That's
a
cool
deep well of
shit.
strategies to draw from, and your tactical genius won't go unrewarded. Later today, a demo version of Project Octopath Traveler will launch worldwide in Nintendo eShop on Nintendo Switch. Pretty
Nice.
soon,
I
a
think I'm gonna
survey
check
will be
that out.
conducted to gather your feedback.
Maybe I'll do a
so
video
please
on it.
participate if you can. And and look out for an extended cut of the trailer we just debuted as well. The latest RPG from Square Enix, Project Octopath Traveler, is scheduled for a simultaneous worldwide release in 2018.
Quite honestly, I hope they don't keep that name and like keep it under the Bravely series, but
The full version
if not,
of the
it's no
trailer
big deal.
that kicked off that segment will be released after today's Nintendo Direct. Please check it out. But first, it's time for some more Nintendo Switch headlines.
This just in, a report written by someone named Biff? The world's stretchiest fighting sport, ARMS, is extending the fun with game updates. As announced at Gamescom, the next update adds in a new stage and a new fighter named Lollipop, with 3 tricky new arms. But there's another new feature as well. Now you can remap the controls to the buttons of your choice. After all, this game's all about flexibility. The best part? This new ARMS update goes live shortly after this presentation.
I played the
really
test fire
has
for
spoken,
ARMS,
and
or the
we have
test
been
punch
chosen.
as they called it. It was
Dragon
really
Quest
fun.
Builders is destined.
That's definitely a game that's going on my Christmas list.
The game is a big hit in Japan, mixing the fun of building with an overarching story and the combat of an action RPG. You'll master the art of construction, build your own towns however you want, defend them from monsters, and rescue townsfolk in need. Succeed,
So isn't
you
this
may
like
just
a,
rebuild Alifgard, the very same world where the
Something
series
sort of
began.
like Minecraft, but
A separate
different
free
at the
build
same
mode
time.
allows you to build to your heart's
I'm just not
content
into
with
these
unlimited
building games.
resources.
It's just I don't have
The
the
Nintendo
patience
Switch
for this
exclusive
stuff.
Great Saber Cub will boost your speed and grant you special material by defeating enemies. Dragon Quest Builders is planned for release in spring 2018.
I thought they were only covering stuff that was coming out
The
at
Kirby
the end
game
of
that
the
we
year.
showed off at E3 has some charming new tricks. Throw
Kirby!
arms and up to 3 enemies will become your allies. By working together, you can initiate team-up attacks, like a stone drop using ESP, and many more, depending on your allies' copy abilities. You can also share elemental attributes to augment copy abilities and create combinations, like a bomb-turned hot air balloon.
Holy shit.
Whether you play alone or co-op with up to 3 friends, it's fun to mix up your alliances and create new powers. Together, you may have a chance to defeat
Oh,
the
the
darkening
poor
force
woods.
manipulating Dreamland.
I never remember that freaking tree's name.
Kirby Star Allies is coming to
Hey, it's
Nintendo
got a
Switch
name now.
spring
Kirby
2018.
Star Allies. Okay.
There's a whole lot of fun in store thanks to Nintendo eShop. Dig into the underworld of the platform mining adventure SteamWorld Dig 2 on September 21st. Golf through courses, towns, puzzles, and challenges in
Golf
the sporting
Story.
RPG Golf Story this year. This holiday,
A
the
golf
four players
RPG,
can
I
blast
don't-
them
I
up
don't
together
think so.
locally or online in 9 parchments. Feast on combo-based action and solve match 3 puzzles in Battle Chef Brigade this year. Deploy units and your masterful strategies in the turn-based tactical RPG Tiny Metal. Leap up walls and dodge saws in the randomly
no more
constructed
Super Meat Boy
side-scroller
for me,
Super
thanks.
Meat Boy Forever in 2018.
I have it on
Never hurts
PS3
to
and
beef
that
up
game
your gaming
frustrated the
library.
shit out of me.
The Nintendo Switch lineup is stacking up fast. Use the power of memory to restore what the world has lost in this modern take on traditional RPGs, Lost Sphere, on January 23rd, 2018. Join the uprising by fighting back as Modern Sonic, Classic Sonic,
Yeah, boy.
or any one of the many custom
Sonic
hero
Forces.
characters you can create in Sonic Forces November 7th. Face your fears and uncover the truth as both Resident Evil Revelations and Resident Evil Revelations 2 make their way to Nintendo Switch on November 28th.
More
Rockstar
rehashes
Games is
of old
bringing
games?
LA Noire to Nintendo Switch on November 14th, featuring all of its downloadable content, new collectibles, detective suits with special abilities, a Joy-Con mode, and new wide and over-the-shoulder camera angles, plus touchscreen controls for portable detective work. That's the last quick headline for Nintendo Switch. However, we have one last game to talk about today.
Damn, it's been almost 45 minutes already. Of course, they were gonna save Mario for last. Why wouldn't they?
Hello everyone, I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, the producer of Super Mario Odyssey for Nintendo Switch. Today we're going to recap a little of what we've already shown, but also reveal some new information about the game as well. Mario isn't too happy about Bowser trying to marry Princess Peach.
Princess Peach has a
his new friend from the Cap Kingdom has a mission of his own, to rescue his sister Tiara.
Oh, okay.
And now the hero and his hat must join forces.
So that's the story plot in this game.
Somehow, Cappy can grant his wearer free control over his powers. So together with Mario, they'll travel the globe and make good use of Cappy's skills, especially the new Capture ability, which
I already
allows
have a
Mario
pre-order,
to take control
so
of many
definitely
enemies,
did. Was that thing
animals,
throwing
and
frying
objects.
pans? Hey, have you ever wanted to be a Goomba?
This globetrotting adventure will take them all over the place. New Donk City in the Metro Kingdom, Tostarena in the Sand Kingdom, Mount Volbono in the Luncheon Kingdom, Steam Gardens in the Wooded Kingdom, Bonneton in the Cap Kingdom, Fossil Falls in the Cascade Kingdom. And today, for the first time, we're introducing Shiveria in the Snow Kingdom. This ice-cold realm will chill you to the core.
So there's like 7 worlds in the game.
Now,
that
take
Blizzard
a look at
effect is
Bubbleane
pretty
in the
cool,
Seaside Kingdom. It's a popular travel destination for many thanks to its gorgeous, crystal-clear waters. Apparently, the seawater has a refreshing fizz, like it's carbonated.
Haha, surfing.
But we won't spoil them all. Mario has even more kingdoms to visit, including tropical islands.
Okay, so there's more than 8. So this game's gonna be quite a long
To
game.
get from place to place,
That's
Mario is literally traveling in style, aboard his cap-shaped ship, the Odyssey. It runs on power moons scattered across the world.
So, like Power Stars, only you collect moons now?
By collecting them, you can power up the Odyssey and make it to the next kingdom. The number of power moons required to reach a destination is different for each kingdom.
I should hope so.
But as you can see in this list, there are even more power moons than that, which should keep your inner treasure hunter hungry for more. I mean, some of these things
Wow,
are
over
really
50. I'm gonna say there's probably 100,
You
at
may
least
need to
100.
acquire one by solving a puzzle or defeating enemies. They're hiding everywhere, so make sure to explore
What
every
the hell?
corner of the world using every move at your disposal. If you collect them all, something neat may happen.
Goomba stack. Well, that's just hinting at a true ending.
Having trouble hunting down power moons? Then try talking to Talkatoo for hints. You could also give a few coins to the Hint Toad, or even tap Amiibo with some help from Uncle Amiibo to reveal a power moon's location on the map.
What the fuck?
If you're feeling stuck,
So you could use your amiibo to help show you where the power moons are.
globetrotting does have its benefits. You may
That
find
just gives you an,
places to play
an
mini
incentive
games
to
like
buy a
Koopa
shitload of
Free Run
amiibos.
or a jump rope challenge. You'll earn power moons based on your results.
Ooh,
You can
RC
check out the
racing.
scores and
Cool.
times of other players the world over if you're connected online. Also, the game world is home to a franchise of shops called Crazy Cat. There you can obtain outfits and other stuff with the coins you've collected. Then customize Mario's look.
Oh, that's neat.
Some outfits are thematically tied to the kingdom you're in, or
Hopefully they
to a
don't
game
add
from Mario's
microtransactions
storied
into
past.
it.
I hope they
So
don't.
don't be afraid
I
to
really
play a
hope they
little
don't.
dress up, just to suit your mood.
Dr. Mario, that's
Your
neat as shit.
surroundings. Or just because. And don't forget to let the Odyssey in on the action with decorative stickers and souvenirs from Crazy Cat. There are just so many excuses for a quick photo op. That's where snapshot mode comes in. Simply freeze time at any moment, snap some fun photos of Mario, and go for a close-up. You can blur your surroundings, change color schemes, you name it.
Wow, they're going all out with this game.
You can even rotate the camera and nail that vertical photo for your smartphone. You could post it to social media or use it as wallpaper on your PC or smartphone.
That's pretty
Mario
neat.
games are all about making memories, so capture away.
Yeah, I can see people doing that.
Mario in a Speedo. I didn't need to see that.
We've taken great care in creating these detailed sandbox environments for you to explore, and make the most of Mario's new and familiar moves. We made sure the game is chock full of classic gameplay elements.
Oh wow, that's a
wide
Jumpman
world of
reference.
Things you've never done before. Even the song that's playing right now is a Mario series first, thanks to its lyrics sung by the one and only Pauline. I hope you're ready for more surprising new ideas.
They controlled the M in the freaking name.
Super Mario Odyssey, landing on Nintendo Switch October 27th.
Oh man, I am so ready.
These wedding-style amiibo
Definitely gotta
figures
get
will be
those.
available that same day, both individually and as a set. As you can see, they'll come in handy during your adventure, and all other amiibo are supported. Alongside the game, we're also releasing a special hardware bundle including the Super Mario Odyssey software and the themed Joy-Con you see here, along with a carrying case.
Ooh, those red Joy-Cons are nice.
We'll continue to release.
I mean, they're kind of like the same red ones that are already out, only they're more themed towards, you know, Mario's colors.
Yeah, they're like a deeper red.
Yeah. Quite honestly, I kind of want to collect all the Joy-Con colors, because then it kind of like, you know, it lets me customize my look of my controller and whatnot. That'll be kind of costly.
Yeah.
Well, the presentation's over. I do want to go back real quick. I want to look at the Amiibo thing again, because I was trying to read it. Where is it? Nope. There we go. Okay, so the Amiibo receive Mario's wedding outfit and gain temporary invincibility when you use the Mario Amiibo. Peach's wedding Amiibo gives the Peach wedding outfit, and you receive a what they're calling a life up heart. So I guess that means you can take more hits before dying. And the Bowser wedding Amiibo lets you get the Bowser wedding outfit and reveals regional coin locations. So I'm guessing each kingdom's going to have its own set of coins to collect. That's interesting. These costumes can be obtained without Amiibo as you progress through the game. Okay, so you can still get the costumes without the Amiibo. But the Amiibo just give you some kind of small advantages in the game that you probably really won't need anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But it's still nice. That was interesting. You know, some of the games I really didn't care for. You know, some of the stuff I am definitely looking out for. The Rocket League Switch version, I have my eye on. Fire Emblem Warriors, definitely I want to get. I would love to get that collector's edition, but my wallet literally is crying as it is. So that's not going to happen. I have Mario Odyssey pre-ordered, so definitely will have that on launch day. I will be, you know, doing stuff for that. I will have special pre-recorded stuff for when I go on break for dinner and whatnot through my throughout my Extra Life event. So I will have some gameplay recorded for that. And same goes for Fire Emblem Warriors. So I will have some gameplay for that. My friend Dan is supposed to be coming over before my charity event. We're going to record some gameplay that I'll have to show off for when I go on break for dinner or when I go to watch Dragon Ball at 11. So I will have some content to put up when I'm technically not there. One game I'm sort of surprised they didn't show today was the Gear Club Unlimited, because it's like Nintendo's version of Forza, and from what I've seen, it actually looks really good. And it's going to go on my Christmas list because I am very interested in that one. So hopefully I get it. ARMS I was really interested in. I played the Test Punch. Great game. I thought it was fun anyways. And the new updates going to let you completely remap the controllers to however you want the game to feel. And that's going to be something I'm sure some people will use. I was perfectly fine with the default control setup. The only thing I didn't like about the game was when you do the tutorial, you actually have to use the Joy-Con motion controls. And to do the punching and whatnot, it will tire out your arms quite quickly. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff looking forward to. They didn't show the Yoshi game too. They showed. I guess they're working more on Kirby than the Yoshi game, because they showed Kirby. They didn't show Yoshi. Although that Kirby game looks really good. I'm definitely going to get that next year. Of course, nothing on Metroid Prime 4 yet. I think that's going to be I think they're saving that for next year. That's probably going to be like the main E3 reveal for them next year, where they're finally going to show the gameplay and whatnot. They showed Metroid Samus Returns. Again, it comes out this Friday. Looks pretty good. I'm not a Metroid fan, but if I still had my 3DS, I would probably consider playing it. I sold my 3DS because my nephew got one for Christmas last year. My brother said if I ever want to play a 3DS, I could just use his, especially because he never plays it. I think he played it for maybe a total of a half an hour ever since he's gotten the thing, so that works out in my favor. I still have a 3DS in the house, and I don't need mine anymore, so I sold it for about $80.
Yeah, nice.
But, yeah, definitely looking forward to what Nintendo's got in store next year. Some of the stuff they showed. I am going to try out Octopath, so it's pretty cool that the demo's out today. I'll probably make a video on it, do a gameplay thing similar to what I did with Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite when I did the story demo that they put up. So I'll probably do that again. I'll play through the demo myself, this way I know what I'm doing, and then I'll play through it again to record it. And depending on how long the demo is, it'll probably be one part, maybe two. I'll figure that out. But a lot of stuff I really didn't care for. They showed a Professor Layton game. It's a spin-off. I really don't care much for that. Mario Party, the Top 100. It's just a collection of mini-games from all 10 games. What they did was they took the top 10 mini-games from each game, according to Nintendo, and they just put it all onto one game for the 3DS. Like I said, I can see that as a good time killer, but not having the main Mario Party gameplay, I don't think it's going to sell all that well. If it was on the Switch, it would probably sell a little better, to be honest. And then there was Yokai Watch 2. I don't really care much for that. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. I think that trailer went on a little too long. I think they showed and explained a little too much. That's going to be in-game tutorial stuff anyway. So I really don't think they needed to go. That's probably, out of all the games they showed today, that was probably the game that they went the most in-depth with. And I do want to backtrack to the beginning real quick because I want to show. I want to look at the new Mario and Luigi RPG. I am a big fan of those RPGs, so even though it's a 3DS game, kind of wish all these games would come on the Switch too. Like, come on, why not? Oh, and they showed Pokemon. That was something I missed, but it's whatever. They're just showing some of the new stuff that's going to be in Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. Okay, yeah, here we go. So the game comes out October 6th. The game has stamps and whatnot. There's amiibo for it. I actually like those amiibos. The game looks pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure it has 2 games in it. Oh, look at that, it crashed. Aw. Actually, I could probably get back into it. Let me see. So the direct, technically, to them was over an hour long, but they also went live like a half an hour before it actually started. So, man, let me see. Yeah, it went off as soon as I was about to get the title. I don't remember the name of the Mario game. I know it's Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga plus something else, but I caught the direct right at that time, so I missed the title of that game. But I saw the amiibos. The amiibos look really nice. I do want to get those. And as far as Nintendo Switch, from what I've played of it so far, I really enjoy it. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I feel, is a must if you have the system, or if you get it. I feel that's a must. I played Bomberman. I really didn't care much for it. Oh yeah, Skyrim, not really cared about. Payday 2, don't really care. Doom, won't play it again. Hopefully they fix all the glitches that were in the PS4 and Xbox version, because those are some game-breaking bullshit glitches. But some of these games they showed off: Skyrim, Rocket League, Payday 2, LA Noire, Doom. All those games are games that have previously been released on other consoles, and some of these games have been out for a while.
Yeah.
So I don't see those games being really... I really don't see those games as doing much to help sell the Switch, except for now you can play them on the go, as opposed to only being able to play them on a TV. That's the only selling point I could see the Switch adding to those games. But I like the Switch. I do have a couple games I'm going to put on my Christmas list for it. I am going to play Octopath Travelers tonight and check that out. Honestly, like I said before, I would prefer if they kept that under the Bravely series name. And it's still possible that they could, because they're calling it Project Octopath Travelers. So maybe that name's not final. But if they don't, it's no big deal. And I would just like the Bravely series to see it continue, because it only got 2 games. All in all, I'm about 60-40 on what they showed today on the Direct. Stuff I like, stuff I didn't like. It happens. I'm not really disappointed they didn't show Yoshi, but I would have thought that because they showed Kirby, they would have showed Yoshi. But it's no big deal. But that was the Direct. Live reactions. Audio form only. I would have loved to do the video, but Nintendo would probably nail me to the wall if I did that. So, don't think I'm going to do video anytime soon with these kind of reaction videos. But this has been it. You can always rewatch the Direct if you're listening to this. And you missed the Direct, you could always, go back on Nintendo's YouTube channel, their Twitch channel, and rewatch it later on when they put the video on demand upload up. So, I am the Rose, and I'll catch your ass down the road.